Man, man, good God, what was that, man? What was that, man? That's all I gotta say, dude. What the hell? Who is this for? They're supposed to have a great weekend, dude. Today was supposed to be the better day of the two. And even though I didn't enjoy night one, how was I less angry at the end of night one than I am here? And it has nothing to do with Cena or Cody. What? Man, can't even get it out, man.
We ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, I wish I didn't see nothing.
Fucking excuse me. We ain't seen nothing yet.
The words of Levesque.
We ain't seen nothing yet. Are you out of your rabid ass mind? We ain't seen nothing yet, bitch. I wish we didn't see nothing. That was your fucking idea? That? You got me so goddamn mad. That was your idea. So fuck me, I guess. That is your idea. This is how you end John. Okay. This is your idea for the John Cena farewell tour. He dropped number 17 to a fucking babyface Cody Rhodes in a fucking amazing match.
Insanely great match.
And you have him drop it to A, end his run titleless, and B, for a fucking feud with Brock Lesnar? Are you crazy?
That's why they ended it so fast. They didn't end it because, they wanted to reverse, the fans' reaction to the Cena heel turn because they have an ending that would have, set the future up for Cody. They ended it for a feud with Brock Lesnar. For who? Who is this for? Who wants to see this guy? He doesn't.
What? Are you... what? You... We ain't seen nothing yet.
Nope. And that's what they give us, man. We get,
motherfucker, we get John Cena dropping the belt to a babyface Cody Rhodes that is going to go on and do what with the championship? And he's going to go on to have a feud with Brock. This is your idea for the farewell tour. This.
Brock Lesnar. Not the new young people we want to see. Not Braun Breaker. Hopefully still Gunther. We're going to have to be watching Brock Lesnar. For, again, who is this for?
Bro, because they're the biggest pussies on the planet, and they just can't turn Cody Rhodes heel. No. Even though people want to see it, and you still could have had a decent-ass match with a heel Cody and a fucking babyface John Cena going into Clash in Paris, and you would have actually had some decent shit to move off of. Which also tells me, you turn John Cena babyface on a random Friday, So a feud with Brock Lesnar would make sense. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me, dude? You canned one of the coolest looking John Cena's ever, and the coolest entrance, and the coolest look for Brock Lesnar. We'll never see that dope ass entrance again for Brock Lesnar.
I can't believe this company.
There.
I can't believe this company. And I haven't even talked about the Brock Lesnar stuff.
Literally, he himself is his own thing. And then Cena's just a part of it that's like, you're wasting Cena with Brock. And then Brock is back. And then there's the whole rest of the fucking show before the main event to fucking talk about. Dog, what was going on this weekend? Did you just give up on production? Half of that fucking show leading up to that main event was the most sloppiest WWE show I've ever watched in my life. You go on, Cena and Cody kill it, and then you kill it by bringing Brock out. Dog.
That ain't it, bro. That ain't it. Man, I think Triple H has goddamn near lost it. That was your idea. That was your fucking idea for the end of SummerSlam.
What happened in 2018, dude? How do you get from 2018 NXT to 2025 WWE? How do you get that? How do you get there? This doesn't feel like the same person, but it is. It's insane.
I can't, man, I can't fucking believe them. I can't fucking believe them, man. I can't. You had a fucking perfect story with the shit they set up on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I need to keep this championship so you guys don't forget about me. You could have had John Cena ride the wave as a babyface, trying to keep his championship because he was insecure about the fans forgetting about him, and have Gunther be the guy to rip the title off of him in his retirement match.
And at the same time, you could simultaneously tell the story of Cody, just, being a witness to John Cena, being Superman, and just being able to get everything he wants, and it's working out for him. It didn't work out for Cody. Dude, you had the setup so perfectly, and you dropped the ball. What the fuck is Cody gonna do that I care about? You could say, Drew, you killed that guy's fucking momentum. You're gonna have to try to build that shit up. What, Randy Orton? The obligatory Randy Orton match fucking 2 years later? Like, what? Wow, dude, this company's fucking unreal. And wonder why they got rid of the media scrums. Look at that. They just dropped that on us yesterday, and now looking today, it all makes sense. Because they're pussies. They're pussies.
They want to act like everything's sunshine and rainbows, but then when things actually, when questions need to be answered, they like to run and hide.
Mm-hmm.
And then still act like everything's fine. What an absolute fucking joke. What a joke.
Wow.
I can't
believe it.
So now what happens? Gunther goes over to SmackDown. He's obviously not getting the world title because John Cena is not the world champion anymore. If Sami Zayn still wins the Rumble, does he face Cody at Mania, or does he face Seth? Does Punk still win the Chamber? Does he face Cody or Seth? That means at Crown Jewel, we're looking at another Cody and Rollins match. Don't know who wants to see that. I love their matches. They had great matches, but I don't really care to see it with the state both of their characters are in.
No, I don't want to. I don't want that. I really don't. I don't want Cody and Seth 4 and Seth and Punk 3. That's a lethal combination right there.
Man, I can't believe them, man. I cannot believe them. That is what you took the world title off of John Cena for.
Brock.
He's going to immediately go into a feud with Brock Lesnar. It's babyface Cena deadass just came back on a Friday night just so you can make a feud with Lesnar make sense. How fucking shitty. Triple H, you look like an absolute goddamn fraud this weekend, bro. You look like an absolute fucking moron the way you booked that ending to SummerSlam tonight.
Oh, he's on a streak, dude. The way he looked with all our truth stuff, building up to here, taking LA Knight off the program for literally no reason, for a kayfabe story, and you bring Brock Lesnar back. Holy hell, 2025 is a fucking year. Ain't nobody winning that Booker of the Year award. I'm telling you that right now.
That shit just might have to go to Dave Meltzer, bro. He don't even book nothing. He's just the GOAT. I mean, I don't
give that shit to the AAA fucking cartel runners or whatever the fuck, because holy hell, nobody deserves it. It's insane.
I can't believe they're doing John Cena's last year like that, bro. A match with Brock. Who wants to see that? And what a great, WWE let go Vince McMahon because they didn't want to be attached to this lawsuit at all. The same lawsuit that has Brock Lesnar's name written all over it. You just bring him back in an open lawsuit that has his name written all over it.
And Cormier he talked about how, Lesnar, you can't fucking talk about that guy. He's on TKO's blacklist. I guess not anymore. You just don't care. You don't care with WWE. That's wild, dude. That man is in the middle of a suit, and here he is, man. We're gonna see Voldemort at the end of the year. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. So congratulations, Triple H. Congratulations. You must be really trying to hand over the reins of momentum to Tony Khan. I mean, it seems like you're fucking trying to this year.
It seems like you're actively trying to give Tony Khan momentum. He's not going to know what to do with it.
Because I think I've had more fucking enjoyment out of AEW this year than I have WWE, and that's not fucking saying that AEW is great at all.
And that's just saying how bad WWE is right now. Like, they're both not doing great, I'll tell you that, but holy shit, at least after an AEW pay-per-view, usually I'm pretty happy. And I'm not, like, seething. There was Death Riders up until All In, but you know what? They didn't bring back Brock Lesnar, I'll give them that. Good God, Brock Lesnar, dog. On top of the rest of this fucking show, dude. That's its own can of worms to fucking open.
I can't. I don't know what they got going on, man. I really don't know what they got going on. That is really unfortunate. All the scenarios that we talked about with Cena and Cody. Every direction they could have taken this. There was so many directions you could have went. And what did we say? The most boring option was Cody Rhodes just beating him as a babyface. And what did they do? They just had Cody Rhodes beat him as a babyface.
And
then they did that.
And they shot Brock out there, dude. I'd have took Travis Scott, dog. I'd have took Travis. And you brought out the one I didn't even think was even possible. You brought out. Holy hell.
You could have did a Cody turn.
Tease a Cody turn even.
You could have teased the Cody turn. You could have had John Cena stay a heel going into the match and did the fucking double turn. You could have had fucking I don't know. You could have had the Rock and Travis come out and fucking turn on John Cena. There was so many ways they could have went with this, and we got the most boring one, the most just okay. Cody Rhodes wins the belt back ending, and then you drop Brock out there. Are you actually kidding me? Are you kidding me? Brock Lesnar in 2025 going up against John Cena. I don't understand.
I don't get it, dude.
I don't understand. What a way to just fucking piss that main event away. A main event, by the way, that was actually really fucking good. It was one of the best things John Cena has done all year.
Oh, it was fire, dude. That match was incredible. And you just dumped on it right after.
So the ending half of his farewell tour looks like what? What are we going to end up getting 2 matches out of Brock? Is it going to be Clash in Paris and Crown Jewel are going to be Brock matches? That's so shitty. Good to tell the people.
So, obviously we're live during the scrum.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Gladly we have friends that'll send us shit that happens during the scrum. On the scrum, as of probably like 2-3 minutes ago, the fans were chanting, "We want Cross." They've been doing it. It's been great. I love the guy. This man, Triple H, responds to the "We want Cross" chants, turns around and says, You got Brock. You got Brock.
You want Brock, you got him.
Get the fuck out of here. Insane. That man is unreal. No wonder they got rid of that fucking media scrum.
Fucking audience is chanting at you, "We want Cross." And you turn around and say, "You want Brock? You got him." You Triple H, you fucking moron.
Moron, dude.
What a joke. What a joke. I'm so fucking disgusted with that. Again, John Cena is probably going to have a match with Brock at Clash in Paris. They're probably going to have another one in Australia at Perth or Crown Jewel, Crown Jewel Perth. And then guess what's going to happen? And I can guarantee you, and I can guarantee you, man, guess what happens next? We're looking over at Monday Night Raw. Okay. Seth Rollins is still in his feud with CM Punk. CM Punk is going to have to assemble a team for War Games. So he's going to get Cody Rhodes. He's going to get John Cena. He's going to get Cody Rhodes that probably just faced Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, so there might be some bad blood leading up to this match. He might go ahead and grab Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, and then guess who else he's going to grab? He's going to grab John Cena. And guess who the Seth Riders are going to grab? Because Paul Heyman has ties, he's probably going to grab Brock Lesnar. And it's going to be some variation of the Seth Riders and Brock Lesnar versus a babyface team of CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman, Jey, and Cena.
My God,
I could see something like that. And then to even out the 5th spot, if the Seth Riders don't have a 5th member, they might throw Gunther because they'll be able to build for the John Cena match the next month and then build to the Mania match we're probably going to be getting with Brock and Gunther. You could tease tension with them. They're probably not going to do that because what I just said makes too much fucking sense, but dude, I could see something like that happening.
Good Lord, man.
So we got Cena's next 2 months, the months of September and October, are going to be filled up with a Brock feud. WWE is acting like they have John Cena until the end of 2028.
And you don't. You have 13 dates. 12, I think, after this, dude. It's...
You have about, 12 dates after this.
12 dates.
And this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing with John Cena. They have so far lost the plot. I can't even I can't even fathom the shit anymore.
They're so far gone, dude.
And guess what? We'll probably have to deal with Brock until next SummerSlam, because I can guarantee you his retirement match is probably going to be in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, it probably will be.
So Brock is probably going to have to be around until next SummerSlam.
Yay.
I can't believe them. I can't believe them. This is the farewell tour.
Wow.
And 2 out of the last 4 months are going to be filled with a Brock Lesnar feud.
And nobody wants. Not a soul cares about that. Thanks.
So I ask, you rushed through Orton and Punk earlier in the year for Brock at the end. That's an L move, bro.
It's an extremely L move, dude.
I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Yeah, as for Cody, we're probably gonna end up getting the Randy feud. WWE probably wanted to do that earlier this year, but then the news came that John Cena was gonna be retiring this year, and they could have. What they could have done was had John Cena beat Gunther and then still done the Cody Randy stuff, but
there you digress.
But let's not go there.
But that makes sense.
They opted for what was John Cena holding the WWE Championship for one last time, which was great, and they're probably just gonna do what they originally wanted to do this year. Going into next year with Cody Rhodes. So maybe he faces Randy a little earlier, and then maybe we get McIntyre at Mania. I don't even know what the fuck they got going on anymore, because they basically just set up Rollins and Punk for WrestleMania. So maybe the idea of Sammy winning the Rumble in Saudi is just completely out the window.
Maybe it's gone.
Maybe they're just going to go with somebody else. So I guess Sami Zayn's just going to have to talk about getting that world championship for another year.
Year and a half to prepare for fucking Mania 43. You want it, you gotta wait a year or two.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the last 4 months, 2 of which are going to be John Cena and Brock Lesnar. That means when we go to SmackDown, the feud that we will be seeing is not John Cena versus I don't know what an up and coming guy.
We'll good classic guy.
We'll have to see him with Brock.
Brock, dude. Oh, that shirt better fucking be good, dude. That's my only solace. That shirt better be fucking good, because I swear to God.
Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know if you could wait till Mania for Punk and Seth either. I said yesterday I don't think they will be able to. Logan says maybe they do it right away. Punk and Seth right away in Paris. I think that would be the best. I think that would be the best option. I think that'd be the best idea. But I feel like they're gonna want to wring the Seth Ryder story out. I feel like they're gonna want to have him hold all the power.
Yeah,
because he's for a little bit of time, because he's like one of their top acts on Raw. So
I'm sure the Braun Browns will win tag titles for a little bit in there.
I could see that. Jack, you're probably right. Punk and Rollins and Cody and Randy at Mania 42.
Wouldn't doubt it.
You're probably right. That is one of the matches they wanted to do at Mania 40, and the other one they wanted to do at Mania 41. So I could see them, and I think Cena halted their plans for Cody and Randy. I feel like that was supposed to happen in Vegas, but then
Yeah.
obviously, they wanted to slot Cena in there because of the retirement the last year. I just, I
Can't believe it.
they have done him ridiculously dirty in
Mm-hmm.
his last year. I will say that, and they have done him dirty in terms of the see a lot of the stuff I liked. When I say they did him dirty, it's a lot of times it's everybody around him, because when he's been on screen, he has really tried to make the most with what he's been given. He made the most of his heel run. I liked a lot of the stuff in there, minus like the R-Truth, and then the stuff they did with at Money in the Bank with Logan Paul. I really liked. I really liked the feud with Punk. The match was okay, but the feud itself was the reverse pipe bomb and all that stuff. The stuff with Randy was great. Even the build to this match with Cody was great, and the match was fucking phenomenal.
It was.
Rumble stuff was great. Elimination Chamber was the best stuff out of the whole year. And
I would hope it's heel Cody versus Randy. I would like that much more than the other.
I would agree with that. I think heel Cody versus Randy would be a really cool change of pace.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a real cool change of pace because everybody expects Randy to turn heel on Cody. But if it was the reverse, I think that would be really cool. So we'll see. But yeah, again, I don't know. I just feel with 4 months remaining, a Brock feud that's probably going to last for 2 of them is just really, really doing him dirty.
It really is, man. It really is.
I don't know. That sucks, man.
It sucks a lot.
That really sucks. Well, with that being said, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us here today for your SummerSlam New Jersey Sunday Night 2 edition of the post-show review. Thank you guys as always for joining us here today. And with that being said, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday, every Tuesday, at 12 p.m. Central, we're on here with the news. Good Lord. Okay, let's start that over. Every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central, we are on here with Unscripted. And every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news. If you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, as well as yesterday's edition of the SummerSlam review, also for the WWE and AEW pay-per-views, we are live directly after the show with the post-show review. And if you guys did miss yesterday's edition of the SummerSlam Saturday review, as well as news from Friday, those are now on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you can find this beautiful piece of NHP merchandise live on there as we speak, man. So, also, man, if you guys have not got a chance to get to know us here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, go ahead and tell us what you're frowning about today.
What I'm frowning about today is still can't talk about that. But overall, man, it's SummerSlam, man. This was a really rocky weekend, man. I think overall they missed the target with SummerSlam overall. I think both main events were really good. And there was some good matches in there. Thought most of it was really disorganized. I thought most of SummerSlam was very under production and very sloppily produced. I overall didn't like it, man, unfortunately. Both main events were really good. Cody and Cena was absolutely incredible. There was some stuff I liked on night 2. There was some stuff I liked on night 1, but overall, man, in terms of what I watched on wrestling, I overall didn't enjoy the weekend, man. But I'm doing good overall. Now I'm just waiting for what's next?
Forbidden Door.
Yeah, yay, Forbidden. We go from SummerSlam to Forbidden Door, man.
Watch that show be a banger too.
It probably will be too. That's the craziest fucking part, man. But I'm doing good, like Durante always asks. How's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? Jack, Logan, everybody that Gotti, everybody watching live, anybody watching the replay. How you guys doing? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm a bit dumbfounded with the decision making. However, I'm doing good. Been a good weekend overall. Saw, like we talked about it yesterday, saw Fantastic Four. Also forgot to point out on yesterday's review how awesome CM Punk's Fantastic Four gear was.
It was dope.
Forgot to mention that.
Incredible gear.
I also think Sir K said I didn't forget, but I do think I did forget to mention my new favorite finisher in all of WWE, the Jelly to Belly.
Jelly to Belly.
I think I forgot to mention that, but regardless, I'm doing good overall. When you talk about the shows, I actually did like Night 2 a lot. There was really only one match I wasn't feeling, and it had a lot to do with the production, not even really the match, kind of the match. I thought the match was maybe a little boring, but the production and the booking of it I thought was really bad. And to be 100% honest with you guys, this ending to the show actually made me appreciate Seth Rollins' cash in a lot.
It did, dude. I'm looking back to yesterday. I'm like, wow.
I'm watching this shit as Brock Lesnar's coming down the ramp, and I said, how the hell did that moment end up being better than this one? And this was the one we were excited for.
Oh, WWE.
Oh, WWE is right. I don't know how they managed to do that. I really, really do not know. But looking back, man, the sequel to the Heist of the Century, the Heist of the Summer, actually, I did appreciate that a lot more, because considering the next night we got Brock fucking Lesnar.
That is true.
To be the next to step to John Cena as a part of the farewell tour. I also just really wanted John to keep the title.
I would have preferred it overall.
I wanted to see him with the title come Chicago, and I wanted to see him run the story of keeping the title so the fans don't forget about him.
Exactly.
That is such a wholesome story to tell. And that would have got a ridiculous amount of heat on Gunther come December.
Would have been perfect for his fucking character. Just go and rip it from his hands. Oh, it would have been great. But, that means they didn't do it.
And we're not getting that.
No.
Overall, man, when you talk about the 2 nights of SummerSlam, personally, I enjoyed it. Again, the ending to tonight is a bit deflating, but I did enjoy it. Like I said, I really did enjoy both nights. I enjoyed night 2 a lot better, but I did like a lot of what was given. A lot did underwhelm as well, but overall, when the good stuff was on, it was really fucking good. It was just, again, some of the decision making I just flat out didn't agree with. So,
no.
Especially tonight, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how your fan base, and it's not just us, it's a lot of other content creators, can sit here and give you, and we can spew out so much good ideas, and the shit you give us is so damn subpar.
So subpar.
It is mind-boggling to me how your fan base can give you better ideas than you can. And you create the shit. I don't know. But Yeah, I mean, overall, man, I thought I did think SummerSlam was fine. Like I said, it's just the ending is just what to me was ridiculously deflating. Um, and I just again, I just want to see John Cena have a great farewell run, and I've
Yeah,
liked it up until this point. And I hope I continue to like it. Um, Again, I just personally would have had him keep the championship until the end of the year.
definitely.
We could go for the never seen 18, but
I feel like you gotta leave it at 17 if I'm being honest.
yeah,
don't-
yeah. At what point are you stat padding? But I mean, I wouldn't mind it. But
Never seen 19.
hey man, the never seen 20.
Fuck, might as well at this fucking point. But
He got to go for number 25, bro.
25.
Nah, but I really wanted to see him keep the title till the end of the year, man. So that really does suck. And again, it just I guess it pisses me off now knowing they just turned him babyface on a random Friday because
Brock was coming back.
Because they probably had just gotten word that Brock was coming back. That to me is just shitty. That's really shitty to do to him. However, yeah, so that is everything. As Durante his ass, I'm good. Family's good. What about you? Durante, Logan, Bell, Jack, and my boy, Mr. Walk 'em down and cut they shiz off. Gotti. Thank you guys for joining us, man. Thank you guys for joining us. Gotti, man. Gotti's tweeting at us, bro. What's going on with Gotti, man? We got to check Gotti in chat, bro. We got to check on the man. He's tweeting at us, man. I said, so to my knowledge, I've gotten word from the Oracle, Paul Heyman. I've gotten word from the Oracle that my man Hunter, bro. How the hell are you, man?
How you doing, man?
I've gotten word from Gotti that he will be attending SummerSlam. Are tickets on sale? Are they already on
I
sale?
have no fucking clue.
I got word that Gotti is going to SummerSlam, Minnesota. I've also got word that our manager here is apparently he's forcing us to go to the show next year.
It's gonna be a hard.
He says Logan says no. What do you mean no?
What is no to that?
What is no?
What do you say a no to, man? But
see, here's the thing. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was hoping you would have said something. Say something.
It's a big.
Here's the thing. Okay.
I don't know, man.
Logan says no, and then he says yup. I don't know what's going on. Mr. Manager, what is going on? What are you knowing and yupping to? Logan says he's forcing us to go to Minnesota next year for SummerSlam. Look, I'm going to give you the wrestling dirt sheet answer.
It can happen.
It might not happen.
But it might happen. It's always a possibility, but there's no guarantees. You know, got to give the answer, so no matter what, you technically are wrong. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot of money. Don't really care about their TV right now. We'll see how things look up. Not that up.
Oh.
I'm talking about future
I'm
up.
sorry.
Talking about the future.
Got it.
I don't know, man.
We'll see, brother.
I would want to.
WWE has more odds. WWE has, for WWE to have the best odds at getting us to buy tickets, it will have a lot to me missing all of us going to a show together more than the show.
Oh yeah, it's not even about the show. I want to hang out again, man. It's just
that's the thing.
Paying that much for that show,
I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't imagine. I'd be so angry. I'd be so angry at the money spent.
I couldn't imagine paying $800 for a subpar show, and then you get Brock Lesnar at the end of it. That I couldn't imagine. Jack is a good question. He says, "Be honest." I will. Is it Lesnar or the face Cody Rhodes you are more mad at? That's a great question, Jack. That's a great question.
Lesnar. Easy. I don't like face Cody. Well, I've been liking it lately. That's kind of why I'm not mad at it. I think it's just lazy and weak. But
I'll go with option C.
it's the combo.
To me, I was more mad, which I guess you can say Lesnar, because what I was really mad about was Cena losing the belt.
Yeah.
That's what I was really mad about. And then when Brock came back, when I tell you it turned a situation that was like 10% bad into a situation that was like 110% bad, that's what Brock coming out did. So I guess you can say Brock. Hunter, I know you love Brock, man. I don't think he beat the allegations yet.
No, he did not. I hate to break it to you, dog. He did not. They just don't care.
Yeah, I think they don't care.
They just don't care. It's WWE current day.
Heel John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the championship. I would have been a little more interested in that.
I would have been a little more okay.
Because I think what they're going to do is they're going to have John Cena go on like a losing streak, which also kind of makes no sense to me because he's going to have to lose to Gunther.
So is he just going to
does he just fucking lose for the rest of the farewell tour? Like I fail to see what their vision is here.
I really don't get the purpose of this Brock shit. I don't get what it's going to do for Cena, what it's going to do for television, what it's going to do for fans. I don't get it, man. I think it's worthless. I think him coming back is completely worthless.
I guess we're going to end up getting our Gunther match.
Yay. It's going to be the most awkward match ever.
Oh, man.
That build, it would be so awkward, dude. Oh, man. Because, like, let's say I'm Gunther. How do you not say that on the mic? You know what I mean? How do you not just go low and talk crazy? But that's just me. That's just me. It's gonna be the most awkward face-off.
I mean, what does he?
What does Michael Cole say? You know, why has he been gone, Michael Cole? Answer me that question. Why hasn't Brock Lesnar been seen in years?
He wants to farm in Saskatchewan. I don't know. Maybe he's been maybe he's got an IT job. He's learning out how to fastly get videos sent to him.
Maybe.
You know, we don't know what videos he's getting sent to him these days, right? We don't know what's still in his contract. I don't know. I don't know the reason they give for Brock being out, but what I do know is I don't know where they're going with the farewell tour. And it just is looking very odd to me. I will say that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. I can't stress that enough, man. I'm genuinely dumbfounded with what they have going on here, man. So yeah. He built a giant wall around his house because he hates humans.
God damn.
Did he really? Is that real? He moved 5 roads off the main road.
Maybe that's how to stop the feds.
I was going to say he put himself in prison.
He's like, see guys, I'm already there.
But yeah, we want Cross, right? We want Cross.
And we got Brock.
Can't believe Triple H, man. I can't believe it. He makes himself look like a fucking asshole, man.
He is great at making himself look like an ass, dude.
He really is, dude. He really is. He makes himself look like a complete ass. Dumbfounded, bro. Dumbfounded, shocked. So yeah, we'll see, Manager Logan. We'll see.
We'll see how things go.
So, guess we can get started with the show, man. So let's go ahead and move us over here. And we got the first match on the card was the triple threat match between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky for the women's world title. I thought the match was good. It wasn't as good as the triple threat the women did at Mania with Rhea, Io, and Bianca. But it was good. It was good, and I did enjoy. I did enjoy it. I thought the ending was a little what, anticlimactic, I guess would be the word.
It was really safe, Triple H. Safest ending possible.
Yeah. They might have to be Triple S.
And sure, yeah, triple safety, man. I guess he's working for OSHA. But match match was good. It started off pretty slow. It kind of started off like a generic WWE triple threat of like 1-on-1, and then someone gets swapped out for another 1-on-1, and then wasn't. I'm trying to explain the match here, Brett. What are you doing?
Okay, you can't fucking call him Triple OSHA and expect to just fucking move on, bro. Oh, Triple OSHA. Okay, well, okay, continue.
Yeah, Triple OSHA, man. But it was bad, man. It started off pretty slow and pretty, like I said, generic WWE triple threat 1-on-1 with people swapping out here and there. It picked up halfway to the end of the match. I overall I liked it.
Yes, we got a pin from Naomi in a really cool spot. We got a pin from Naomi, and Io went to moonsault onto both of them, and Naomi actually moved. So she would just end up hitting Rhea with the over the moonsault. We then went into a spot with where Rhea hit a riptide on Io for a Naomi breakup. These two would fight onto the outside, where Io would do a sunset flip. She would do go for a sunset flip power bomb. Rhea held onto the ropes, but Io was still able to get her in power bomb position. Power bombed her right onto Naomi on the outside. Spot looked pretty brutal. Rhea went to go up for the top rope, but Io went to go up to the top rope, but Rhea met her up top. She met her up top and went to go for a riptide off the top rope, hit the riptide off the top rope, and immediately as Rhea was going for her pin, Naomi came up from behind and rolled Rhea Ripley up, holding the tights to retain the championship, man. So Rhea Ripley gets pinned again. I actually do like that.
I do like that.
I really don't want Rhea's name to be attached to these allegations of Rhea Hogan or whatever they like to call her. But
sometimes it's best for a top person to lose, and it makes you like them better. It really does.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Everybody said that around WrestleMania, like, oh, Rollins is gonna pin Punk. You can't pin Roman. And then they ended up pinning Roman, and I actually liked it a lot because just because he's
great.
Yeah, just because he's Roman Reigns, it doesn't mean he's, immune of taking a pin. Like,
it means when he gets pinned, it's some real shit going on. I mean, some good shit happening.
Yeah.
I like when big names gets pinned. I think it's good. Overall, I like the ending. A little safe, kind of like the ending I made up where Rhea would have had the choice to win the title or get her lick back on Io, and chose, emotions over titles. I would like that, but either way, her moment was still ripped from her. She still hasn't get her lick back on Io, and I feel like I don't know if it's gonna, maybe that's the women's IC title story going into Mania between those two women. Either that or it's just a straight up grudge match. It could be involved in one of the world titles. I don't know, but I think that's definitely building to something at Mania with Io and Rhea, and I like that they're continuing that.
For sure. Jack says the stream he was watching, people kept oohing and eyeing at Rhea Ripley underwear shots.
No wrestling fans.
I don't know what stream you're watching, man, but
That's a freaky ass stream.
I was I don't. These folks may not get too much sunlight.
No, or showers or deodorant or hell even a car air freshener around their neck, something.
Or females.
Need that all, and that all equals to no females.
So that was that. Like I said, the ending, I did like Rhea Ripley getting pinned. Just a roll up by holding the tights, I thought was a bit anticlimactic.
That explains it, Jack. That explains it. Yeah. Discord. Okay, better than Reddit. I'll give you that. Better than Reddit.
So yeah, that was the that was the end of the match. Like I said, a little anticlimactic, but the match itself I thought was really good. I thought was really good, man. And yeah, that was about it. That was about it. And
yeah, I liked it. I overall think it did its job. I'm glad Naomi retains. I thought that was the best shot. Now we're leading to Naomi and Stephanie. And I still think after Clash, I still think Naomi's going to be champion. I think she goes on to defeat Stephanie. And I'm okay with that. I don't know. You drinking?
I got a coffee.
Oh, man.
I got a coffee.
We got to tell y'all something, man. Hold on.
I'm enjoying drinking the coffee because it's giving me caffeine. That shit sucks. And it's really fucking bitter.
Man, the Wendy's, bro. We got Wendy's for the show. And we tried the Frosty, the cold brew Frosty. There isn't an ounce of Frosty in that. It is the most watered down iced coffee I have ever had. It is complete ass. If you guys go to Wendy's, do not get their cold brew Frosty. It was trash. I'm denouncing Wendy's right now. Sandwich was still good though.
Yes. So every time I drink it, I have to get a sip of the pop because it is ridiculously bitter. And I do like a bitter coffee. I do. But I have to have some cold foam that hits because it evens out the bitterness. And both the two together, it's like sweet and salty.
And the only thing that's with the coffee bitterness is water. You get water and you get strong coffee.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Do not get the Frosty cold brew. Man. It is literally just watered down coffee.
I just straight up tossed mine, guys. It was that bad, man.
So I don't know. Sure, Hunter. I would love to see. I would love to see the clips you got from the theater. Let me see the theater atmosphere.
I'd actually love to see that.
What was your theater like for the Brock?
Yeah, were they popping? Did it smell? Answer all the questions.
Yeah, those are. Did they pop and did the theater smell?
Because I think there's a correlation there that is 1 in 1.
This is true. We might have to check out the theater, bro.
Might have to. Maybe for like one of the smaller scale shows,
like All Out or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't know where AEW or
maybe Crown
or what's the. Oh, that's Clash in Paris.
Yeah, probably not that one.
Maybe Crown Jewel.
Maybe Forbidden Door.
Perth will be an easy or an early live stream.
Oh yeah, so we could like have time to get back, and it's like not.
Oh no, like 3 a.m. early.
Oh fuck, it is gonna be that early. Oh, good God. But yeah, I think that might be the best. Maybe Forbidden Door, maybe All Out. Well, we'll see. I would like to try that. I'm down.
Me too. But
sneak some food, sneak some Febreze. Well, we got it covered.
100%. So yeah, that was the triple threat match. Like I said, it was very good. It ended in 16 minutes and 20 seconds, man, and it was a Naomi retain. Like I said, ending was a little anticlimactic, but the right winner won.
Mhm.
So you can say that. And yeah, so that was that.
Good opener.
It was.
Now.
Although,
Mhm.
I do wish this match opened the show.
Dog. Big dog. There's, you know the worst part about how great this match was?
Mhm.
We're going to get to TV, and none of these tag teams are going to do fuck all anymore after this. This was a phenomenal fucking match. Probably second best match of the weekend, if not third.
Top 3 for sure.
Easily top 3.
I would probably say
Cena, Cody, Punk, Gunther, TLC match.
that's exactly how I would have put it.
This match was fucking incredible.
Oh, before you get on to the match, we seen on WWE television, on main roster television for the first time in probably about 4 years, Jeff Hardy.
Dude, we see Matt and Jeff. They they're always talking about their one last run. I think it's earned at this point. I think Jeff has talked about it enough, and I think he's redeemed himself enough to get that one last ride. And I'd be down to see it, especially with that tag team division. I'd be down to see it.
100%. I think Jeff. Yeah, I think Jeff has been out of trouble for a while. He's been
good. He's been clean.
staying off the road at 9 a.m. And I think he's done enough to have earned the last run.
I think he has.
And I think and I think they should do it as soon as they're able to. So yeah, I would say for sure, but
Tiffany and Jade might be 4 for me, crazy enough.
oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would probably say.
Probably even Dom and AJ, probably at 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Michael Cole.
Michael Cole. Holy hell.
Bro, Michael Cole was killing me all night. When the Wyatt Six made their entrance, the way that the first thing out of this guy's mouth is, the witch is here.
How was he crying?
He sounded so fucking scared.
Scared and sad.
So he says, the witch is here, as the Wyatt Six make their entrance. These guys, I thought, were going to get cut so hard.
I thought they were too.
I thought this would be one of the matches that ended up getting screwed on time. But look, man. Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns. Earlier this year, I think it was the SmackDown after Mania, they had a TLC match, and it was an absolute barn burner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that they earned themselves. This whole tag team division is worth pay-per-view spots, but I'm so glad they earned themselves a spot on Summerslam here tonight, because this was top 3 in the entire weekend. Like I said, I would go Cena, Cody, Punk, Gunther, and then right there at number 3 is this TLC match. I absolutely love everything these guys did tonight. I love the cameo from the Dudley Boys. I love the cameo from the Hardy Boys. I wonder who the third team was in that iconic triple threat stuff. It was the Dudleys, the Hardys, and
who was the
man? What was the other? Who's the other team? Man, I can't really remember those guys.
Was it
Cope?
Yeah, Christian and Cope.
Cope. Cage and Cope.
Cage and Cope.
It might have been them. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They're not around anymore. I think they retired, so I don't know if you could get them in for a little appearance.
Yes, Logan, that is true. This match minus the Wyatt Six was a shitty theme song galore.
Oh, it was so ass, man. They were just coming out there, just walking out, bro. Horrible fucking music for them. It was Wyatt Six and then Ray Phoenix, and that's it. That's all they had, bro. That's all they had.
So there was a spot in this match where Joe Gacy missed the back body drop on the ladder. He missed the back. The Street Profits lifted him up for a back body drop.
He just flew past.
And he completely flew past the ladder.
How do you...
So the crowd starts chanting one more time, or they chanted run it back or something like that. And Montez got on the outside, went back and got Joe Gacy, and they did it again, and they did it correctly. This time, the Motor City Machine Guns then set up a chair, and they hit a flatliner on Joe Gacy on the chair. Joe Gacy was getting his ass whooped all over the place. Then after that, Gargano did his over-the-rope DDT spot to Joe Gacy on the outside through a table. Looked brutal. Right after that happened, Dexter Lumis comes off the top with a senton to Montez Ford. Another great-looking spot. Right after that, Ray Phoenix hit a frog splash to Nathan Frazier on the outside. And right after that, Axiom hit a Spanish fly to Angelo Hawkins on the outside through another table. So 4 table spots in a row from all 4 corners of the ring. Somebody's jumping. That was awesome. That really was awesome. It was rapid fire. The crowd was losing their shit. Jack, Jack says, just gonna say it. If Bo don't start wrestling, I'm gonna be a bit wrestling a bit more. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Same. He needs to take that mask off.
I think I'm already there.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yes, I think I've been there for a long time. Everybody, when we first started seeing the Wyatt Six and he was coming out with the mask and wrestling with the mask,
we said it.
We said it, and I remember our comment sections were absolutely flooded with we were being dicks, and this is gonna work because this is Bray's idea and this is Bo's idea and all this shit. I said it from the start. You can't find bigger fans of Bray Wyatt than us, right here. Me. And I defended that man through a lot. And and we said that on this show. We were called assholes, and here we are a year and a half later, and he still hasn't taken the mask off, and the group is just, I mean, Gacy and Loomis are cool as a tag team, cool. But the leader is the worst part about the act.
He is the dorkiest part about the mask, or about the group, and it's the mask, because anytime he has the mask off, he's fucking phenomenal, dude. I don't get this company.
Yep. He has a mask that he wrestles in with fake dreads, even though you can see his real hair popping out of the back of it.
Horrible.
Horrible visual. Horrible. Absolutely horrible visual. Yeah, that mask needs to come off. No ifs, ands, or buts. I want to see Bo Dallas. The man is so charismatic. The man is so good. Logan says Loomis is incredibly underrated. Gacy is incredibly underrated. Even Eric Rowan.
He's such an underrated big guy, man. He really is.
He's a very underrated big man. And Nikki Cross is great as well. But you know who's also great? Bo fucking Dallas. And they got this guy trapped in a mask.
Never fails, dude. They're always going to have a member of that family trapped in a mask.
So, regardless, so we got 4 spots off the top rope onto a bunch of tables. It was awesome. We then get Candice LeRae coming out there, climbing the ladder to try to retrieve the championships for DIY. And B-Fab comes out there to stop Candice LeRae. She gives her a rock bottom, or a uranagi, before Nikki Cross jumps in the ring. As they all start fighting, Nikki Cross and B-Fab go away, and Candice is left on top of a ladder. This time, her guys, DIY, were in the ring with her, as Johnny Gargano was holding the ladder to ensure his wife does not fall. Well,
right.
Montez Ford gets on the apron and kicks Tommaso Ciampa right in the head with an enziguri. Tommaso's so stunned, he backs up into Johnny Gargano, and Johnny Gargano tips the ladder over, and Candice LeRae was the one to end up going through the ladder that was bridged between the apron and the announce table. Holy shit, Candice LeRae is a fucking dog.
She's a beast, man. Holy hell, what an insane spot. Went knee first, straight on the ladder. Candice is classic, man. She's a beast. She can take those spots, and she took a crazy ass spot right then and there, man.
So yeah, Candice is an absolute beast. Candice is a beast. That spot looked brutal. Eric Rowan jumps in the ring, and he goes at it with the Street Profits for a while. He's throwing kicks. He's running into him in the corner and whatnot. The Street Profits then end up trucking Eric Rowan through a table that was set up in the corner. Tommaso Ciampa climbs the ladder, and Fraxium's Nathan Frazier went up on the ladder that was set up in the corner. I thought he was going to do the edge spot where he spears him and he's hanging from the ladder. I think everybody had that conclusion made up. This dude, Tommaso Ciampa, done pulled himself up, and in honor of Marvel and Sony filming fucking Spider-Man 4 as we speak, this man straight up Spider-Man hangs upside down from, literally he had his feet on the chain that holds up the championships and was hanging there upside down as Fraxium would try to or Nathan Frazier would try to get Tommaso Ciampa down. Nathan Frazier went for a springboard backflip on Johnny Gargano, but was met with a super kick during his backflip, Ricochet and Adam Cole style. He super kicked him, perfect timing. And Gargano put the ladder under Ciampa's feet, so Ciampa came down from being Spider-Man. He came down and got on top of the ladder. Montez Ford then springboarded onto the ladder to meet Ciampa. He knocked Ciampa down. Gargano went up there. They were fighting for a little bit. Andrade and Rey Fenix got in there a little bit until Uncle Howdy was left up there with Nathan Frazier. And he gave him a mandible claw to fall off of the ladder. So Frazier was gone. Howdy then was battling on top of the ladder with Rey Fenix. Andrade climbed the ladder on the same side Phoenix was on and damn near climbed over Phoenix to give Uncle Howdy a sunset flip powerbomb onto a ladder that was bridged under Mr. Howdy. And while Phoenix was still on top of the ladder, Loomis grabbed him, straight deadlifted him off of the ladder into suplex position, and he fell back into a powerbomb from Joe Gacy for some double offense there, which Phoenix looked like he landed on Gacy's leg because you can very noticeably hear him like moaning in pain.
Yeah.
Afterward, so it looked like maybe he landed a little awkward off the powerbomb spot. As the Wyatt Six climbed the ladder and Joe Gacy retrieved the championships for his group, as Gacy and Loomis celebrated as the match ended, man. So that was that. The Wyatt Six won the TLC match. This match was balls to the walls. It was fast paced. It was amazing, and I loved everything these guys did here. They killed it, and not only did they kill it, but they earned it. And I'm glad WWE gave them the opportunity to showcase what they got going on, because they have a lot going on in this tag division that they do a lot of nothing with.
Exactly, man. Exactly. The tag division has been a curse by Triple H for a while now, and I'm glad they got the show out. This match was fast paced. It was a spot fest, and I fucking loved it, man. I love that type of shit, and I love this match. My number 3 of the night, I would say, or of the weekend, and phenomenal fucking match from these guys, and I'm so glad the tag teams got to show out here.
What do you know? It's not like we've been saying
That for years,
put the tag teams on the fucking show for a very long time.
2+ years.
So, yeah. But, so that is that. Also, too, there wasn't really a lot in this match of like, oh, these guys didn't do enough.
Everyone did something.
Everybody did something.
There was no slackers.
Yeah. There really wasn't, man. Everybody had a decent little bit of offense in the match, and everybody at least got one spot that was really, really cool in the match to do something, man. So I really did like that a lot. And yeah, so that was the tag team championship match for SummerSlam. That would be your second match on the card. And as for number 3, we had Becky versus Lyra for the Intercontinental Championship. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. What are you thinking?
I want to like it more than I do, but I don't really dislike anything about it. My only gripe, I think it went a little too long. And
holy shit!
Oh, which one? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it
went really.
I think it went just a little too long. I think you could cut a few minutes in between some spots. Overall, I did like it. I thought the women did great. I loved these two. I did really like the ending. I really like the ending. I'm very curious to see what that, goes on to do. But I liked it, man. I thought it was a little long, and I thought, they could have got faster in between certain spots. I think in between some spots, it kind of felt like they were doing a whole lot of nothing. But overall, I did really like it.
Yeah. I didn't realize it went that long.
Yeah, it was real long.
Yeah, I really did not even realize that, to be honest. But Jack says, what do you think of the old saying Triple H uses for booking? Less is more.
He doesn't use it.
That is a saying that I love to use. That is a saying that I wish Triple H would use himself. Yeah. I wish he would take his own advice.
We've always been advocates for that. I always said less pay-per-views in the year. It'll better your TV. Less titles. It'll better your titles. Not world titles. I think you need 2 world titles at least in the modern era. Yeah. But overall, man, I love less is more. Triple H just doesn't do less is more. He does safe is more. That's what he does.
Yes, Triple H's modern saying is safe is best.
Safe, exactly.
Yeah.
What's best is what's safe. Mr. OSHA.
Yeah, so
get him a high-vis vest.
Becky Lynch comes out to a new theme song, which I was very scared for when it first hit, because the first thing that came out from the PA system was "The man has come around."
I mean, Kyle Fletcher. That's the first person I thought of when that intro hit.
And I was like, what the fuck? But then the song started actually playing, and it wasn't a bad song at all.
It wasn't bad. It fits her. It's got that, like, UK, Irish, Scottish twang to it. And I like it. It's not bad. I kind of prefer her old theme, but this one isn't an eye roller or a ruiner. I think it's fine.
Yeah, for sure. So the match started off with Lyra Valkyria swinging a crowbar at Becky Lynch. Becky then ends up getting thrown into the photographer by Lyra Valkyria. She legitimately threw Becky Lynch into the photographer and then straight up walked over to him and apologized.
She literally said, "My bad, I'm sorry," and laughed.
So yeah, 100%. I definitely would prefer her old theme. I think that's
would.
just such
It's
such an
iconic.
iconic song for her, and it just fits her. I didn't see the point in changing it, but I also she could have gotten worse. I guess
Exactly.
she could have gotten something along the likes of
Johnny Gargano's original remix.
holy fuck. Oh yeah, she could have got that. So yeah. With that, oh yeah. So after that happens, Becky grabs a chain and starts choking Lyra Valkyria. She put the chain around her mouth and backed her up against the ring post and was choking her. Becky then hit a drop toe hold to Lyra into a folded up steel chair. She then grabbed a toolbox and hit Lyra with it. She then pulled a big pair of zip ties out of this toolbox and zip tied Lyra's hands with the toolbox. Or with the zip ties, from the toolbox. She zip ties Lyra's hands, puts her up against the ring post. She was like hanging from the ring post, kind of like John Cena and Randy Orton in their I Quit match from Breaking Point 2009 when Cena was like hung up on the ring post and Orton was just hitting him with the kendo stick. That was what was happening to Lyra Valkyria here. She's hitting her with the kendo stick. They get back inside the ring and do a little more offense, man. And Lyra's hands slipped out of the zip ties, and she slipped her hand back in. There's a bit of an awkward spot there.
A little bit.
And we then start getting some Lyra offense while she's tied up with the zip ties. She kept doing a lot of kicks on Becky. She jumped off both steel chairs that were set up, both in front of each other, almost like a bridge style. She jumped off those for a drop kick. She goes under the ring, and Becky goes to follow her under the ring, and then gets misted with a fire extinguisher. So Lyra, when she does end up coming out of the ring, the zip ties are completely taken off of her. And she takes the kendo stick out of Becky's hand and starts hitting Becky with the kendo stick. She then slides in the ring and does her drop kick onto the outside through the second rope with a chair right in front of Becky Lynch's face. She then walks up the steps and hits Becky with a Nightwing off of the steps. They get back in the ring. Becky throws Lyra into the exposed turnbuckle and hits a manhandle slam on both of the chairs that were still set up for a close near fall. Becky starts slamming Lyra into the announce table, puts a chair around her neck, and starts slamming her from table to post, back and forth, all with the chair wrapped around her neck. She then jumps on top of the announce table and kicks the chair, the part that you sit on. She kicks it down while she was, while it was wrapped around Lyra's neck still. She then grabs the crowbar from earlier in the match and goes to hit the chair while it was still wrapped around Lyra's neck. But when she pulled it back, Bayley grabs the crowbar. Bayley was on SummerSlam. She didn't end up making SummerSlam, made an appearance during this match. I'd love to see it. So she grabs the crowbar from Becky Lynch's hand, and Becky starts trying to talk Bayley into hitting Lyra with the crowbar. Bayley's standing there. She's acting like she's going to hit Lyra with it. And she then, she turns around. She drops the crowbar because she can't do it. She turns around and Becky goes to hit her. But Bayley, in turn, starts hitting Becky. And they fight onto the outside. Bayley goes for a jumping knee on Becky. Becky moves and Bayley just goes completely flying over the barricade. She goes flying over the barricade. Becky Lynch then stumbles over to a table that's set up on the outside, and Lyra Valkyria runs off the apron and jumps with her diving leg drop, the peripatia, through the table. She gets Becky in the ring. She goes to throw Becky at the ropes. Becky reverses and throws Lyra at the ropes, and who else meets her but Bayley, who hits her in the face with a chain wrapped around her fist because she thought that Becky was going to be the ones flying into the rope, so that's why she jumped up there to hit, and she accidentally ended up hitting Lyra, who turns around into a manhandle slam for the 1-2-3, as our prediction was correct.
Yeah.
Lyra Valkyria loses this match and is now never able to challenge for the Women's Intercontinental Championship again, as long as Becky Lynch is the champion. So, I feel like if they do want to put the title back on here, back on Lyra, I feel like I know what they're gonna do. But regardless,
Triple threat.
No. I think Bayley will end up getting the title. I think she will be the one. This is all if they want to put the title back on Lyra, unless they just want to move her up. But I feel Bayley will be the one to win the championship from Becky, and then Lyra will take it from Bayley.
I could see that. I overall, I liked the match. I thought it went a little long, and I thought, some spots went on for a little long. Overall, I liked it. I loved Bayley's interference in it. I thought it was played up perfectly. I like how Becky tried to corrupt her. Bayley wasn't having none of it. And I'm glad she chose the babyface route overall, man. And she did make the mistake at the end, accidentally hitting Lyra. I don't think Lyra's going to be too happy. There's going to be heavy tension between those two. And maybe Lyra's the one that's going to have a little dark side stint for a little bit. Maybe she'll be mad and frustrated at everything going around about her. So you can do a lot with this. I like overall the direction they're taking me. Still some of the best parts about this show creatively, and I like what they did here. I do think what you said is true. I think overall, I think Bayley's gonna get it next, and I think Lyra could always get it from her after that. So overall, I like what everything that this is doing. I like what it's building to. I like that these women are still involved in each other, if I'm being honest. And I like the match, man. Overall, I did.
For sure. Yeah, same here. I did enjoy the match. I honestly didn't feel I didn't even know until now that the match went that long. But I did enjoy the match. I like the story they told. I like Bayley's involvement. I like that Bayley is still involved with the story. And I feel like after everything Bayley has went through this year, I feel like she is going to end up getting that Women's IC Championship sooner rather than later, maybe in Paris, maybe in Perth. But whatever the case is, I think she will end up, beating Lyra or beating Becky for the Women's IC Championship. And I think they did the right thing overall. But yeah, it was great. It was 25 minutes, and it was great, man. So Lyra is no longer able to challenge for the Women's IC title as long as Becky is the champ. So, yeah, I like the match, man. But one thing that really tired me out, man, was Brock Lesnar coming back and interjecting himself into the John Cena farewell tour. So if you're feeling tired, and maybe you're a little jittery, because you're just so upset about what WWE's got going on right now, man, go get yourself some W, man. W Energy, the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics, formulated to improve focus without the jitters. Triple H, take some notes, man. Maybe you should get yourself some W. If you want that mental focus that you oh so desire, W is sugar-free, 0 calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings, with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next purchase.
Truly, always got to shout out Dubby, whether workout, whatever you may need the energy for. Come Raw, we're gonna deal with Seth Riders, more Judgment Day tension and drama, and on SmackDown, we're gonna have to deal with Brock Lesnar and the babyface Cody Rhodes Championship. So, if you need the energy, if you need to stay up, you don't want the jitters, and you want it to taste good, all at the same time, try Dubby. It won't disappoint. Truly, always gotta shout out Dubby.
There you go, man. So Triple H, I really think out of anybody, if he needs mental focus to understand that the people are chanting, "We want Cross" and not "We want Brock," don't know how those sound similar, but if you want to not be an asshole, if you want to feel like yourself again, if you want that mental focus to be in tip-top shape, and if you want no jitters, so you don't make stupid fucking decisions, go get yourself some Dubby, man. Thank you, as always, to Dubby, the official sponsor of what we do here at Notorious Heels.
Well, if you need Dubby for something else, man, this fucking match will do it for you. Maybe production needed some. Maybe the writers of this match needed some Dubby, because holy fuck, what was the production to this match? This might have been the worst produced steel cage match I've seen in such a long time. Dog, what was this?
Man, oh God, I don't, man, this was, I don't know, man, this was not really hitting.
No, far from hitting.
Solo came out with a pretty cool attire. It was kind of like almost like a kilt.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was had like tribal designs all over it. And Jacob Fatu came out with his mask from WrestleMania, so that was cool.
Oh yeah.
And that was the peak of the match, because once the bell rang, it was rather yeah, I could see that. Logan says all the steel cage was used for was to have Jacob do a moonsault off the top.
That's the only thing steel cage related that they did the whole match.
Yes.
Besides generic trying to crawl out the match stuff.
So, Solo back body dropped Jacob Fatu into the cage early in the match. It was pretty nasty looking spot. Jacob got sandwiched between the ropes and the cage. Solo, tries Fatu walking out of the cage. He legitimately started doing Jacob Fatu's like jiggle walk towards the cage, and Jacob grabbed his foot. Early on in the match, Solo goes to go for a Samoan spike. Jacob dodges it, hits him with a super kick. Solo then tries to throw Jacob into the cage for a no-sell. Jacob Fatu no-sold it, and he hit some offense on Solo before going up for a double 2 moonsaults for a kick out from Solo. And what do you know next? The MFTs come out and
They don't really do nothing.
when I tell you it was dumb, and dumber out there, I mean, what in the world were those guys out there for? They look like absolute fools.
You dead ass had fucking Hikaleo just staring up the whole time. Not doing it. He was tall enough to go grab some of the Lakers. Just stood there the whole time.
You know, Jack, I think you fit in very well around these streets. Jack says, put a roof on that thing.
I've been saying that for years.
Oh my God.
Man, I like my steel cage matches without a door and with a roof. I want no escape in my steel cage match, because all a steel cage match is escaping, and I want the opposite. I want a roof, and I don't want a door. I want them sealed in with each other. Throw some weapons in there too, if you're bold enough. If you got enough balls, which Triple H doesn't. so it's not gonna happen. But I agree with Jack. Put a roof on that damn thing at the least.
So, yeah, that it would be yes, but a Hell in a Cell, they're able to go on the outside.
Hell in a Cell is bigger.
You can run from them, I guess. You can escape the ring. There is a steel cage with no door and a roof would really feel like no escape, if you will.
It would really seal you inside of that ring like a Hell in a Cell doesn't, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I would like it. I would like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the MFTs come out here, and before they surround the ring, even though it would take them to climb the ring
for that to matter,
or climb the cage for them to even be a threat.
They didn't even like come out with like weapons to like poke through the ring or something to fuck with. They were literally just standing there.
Yeah. So we got Jimmy Uso coming out. He super kicks Tongaloa, and he super kicks JC the nerd fire hydrant, Mateo. And then he gets big booted by the blandest big of them all, Hikuleo, or Talatanga.
Damn, man, about a cookie. Bro, we watched that SmackDown match. Whew. He's, he exists. He's there.
Yeah, what's crazy, too, is he's, like, the main enforcer in the group. He's the one that Solo, like, really fucks with. The other two just get their ass whooped, as you can tell here tonight.
He's, like, the weakest link, like, you know, actual-wise, quality-wise.
He really is, bro.
Give me fucking Tongaloa smiling or something.
Solo goes to use the door, and Fatu goes up to the referee, and he tells the referee, close the damn door because it's all gas, no goddamn brakes. And he closes the door. Talatanga, as Jacob is on the top rope, climbs the cage and handcuffs Jacob to the top of the cage. Solo goes to crawl out of the door, and Jacob just rips the handcuff off, and production didn't even catch it.
No, we're just staring at a shot of Solo crawling out, and then you kind of just see Jacob just get into frame, and you realize, oh my god, he just broke it, and we didn't see it. We had to see it in the replay of him actually breaking out of the cuffs. Yep. Good lord.
So he stops Solo from getting out of the cage. Talatanga walks over there and slams the door shut right on Jacob's head. And Solo crawls towards the ring apron and falls out of the cage for a Solo Sikoa victory. What the point of the match wasn't bad. Like, that's, I feel like, how it needed to end. It needed to end with a Fatu loss, and it needed to end with the MFT just completely outnumbering him to the point where there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah.
How this whole thing was shot made everything look like shit.
Oh, yeah. So, like, the match leading up to that moment was really just lame and stupid. And then they shot the ending pretty bad. The ending sequence on paper itself is what was, like you said, what was needed. MFT's helping him. Solo kind of just getting carried by his group to a victory. That was the point, and I think that was good. They just didn't do that point well, visually.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all, bro. Yeah, it was. It should have been shot a lot better, and the MFTs should have looked more helpful.
They should have
out there. I mean, you got the fire hydrant climbing the cage, and he gets and Jacob Fatu just kicks him square in his big belly, like what? And he just falls Tongaloa's out there just sticking his fucking tongue out. He gets kicked off the cage too. They just look like nerds.
They really do all just look like straight up geeks.
And then there's Tala Tonga. He's the only one that's useful, and he doesn't have any charisma.
Yeah, he's a charisma vac. He's not bad.
He just sticks his tongue out.
Literally, he's not bad. He's just so basic and cookie cutter. He's worthless at this point, or so far at least.
Jackass, how bad is Tala Tonga? He's very like
basic.
It's like if you play WWE 2K and all you hit is the square button. He just does very, punches, big boot, run into him while he's in the corner. It's just very cookie cutter.
Yeah, he's just the most cookie cutter big man you could watch.
Yeah,
he would kill it in the 80s.
He absolutely would have. He would have been an absolute fucking stud in Hogan's era. But after the match, this was where things got absolutely just downright hilarious. Solo and Tala Tonga are standing on the apron. Or not the apron, what am I talking about? They're standing on the ramp, and they say, you hear Solo yell, JC, get him. The camera pans to JC Mateo, and he's smiling, cheesing, and he's shaking his head.
I'm gonna get him.
And he's like, I'm gonna get him. And he fucking turns around and gets super kicked by Jimmy Uso, like the absolute nerd that he is. And Jimmy throws him in the ring, shuts the door, locks the door, and Jacob Fatu is trapped in there with JC and Tongaloa. He absolutely destroys these two, goes to hit them with a double moonsault, and he looks up, and he goes higher, and he does his backflip off the top of the steel cage to JC, the nerd fire hydrant Mateo, and Tongaloa, the goat. And he celebrates. And the whole time, Solo and Tala Tonga were just standing there watching their boys get their ass whooped.
They could have ran in, helped, outnumbered them like they did for the match itself. And nope. They just let their boys get beat up.
They even had a lot of time before JC was even thrown in the cage to go and stop Jimmy from throwing him in there, and they just stood there.
They just stood there and watched it. Insane writing. I want to know who wrote that. Horrible visual.
Ugh.
What do you say, dude? I hope Solo. I hope Jacob gets moved in this draft. He needs to be away from them. He needs to.
I hope so too.
I really hope so.
And I think
he will.
I think it's about time a lot of these guys just get separated. They've interacted with only each other for a while. So yeah. I think that this is probably the end of Jacob and Solo, and I am glad that hopefully it is the end.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so that's that. And we got Solo Sikoa retaining and his group looking like a bunch of useless idiots.
So that's just great.
That's just wonderful. So yeah, that's that. And then we got Dominic Mysterio
versus Eddie Guerrero.
versus Eddie Guerrero. AJ Styles. AJ Styles came out here in a lowrider with his son, wearing Eddie Guerrero gear, and obviously in a lowrider. Why? Eddie Guerrero has not been mentioned, I don't think, once during this entire feud.
Not once has he been mentioned. It would have made more sense for AJ to come out in kind of like one of his, costumes that he's been doing. It at least would have tied into, the build up to this story.
Yeah.
And no, he just showed up dressed as Eddie Guerrero for some reason and came out in a bouncing ass lowrider. Why? Why? And knew there was we were surprised up to this point that there wasn't a time cut match, and we found it. We found it. This was the time cut match. Out of all things to cut the time from this. And it's unfortunate, man. But overall, I like the match. Before we get into it, I did like it. It's just really short, and I was just wondering why he was cosplaying Eddie Guerrero the whole match.
Yeah. I mean, they said this was the 20-year anniversary of Ray and Eddie.
Was AJ saying he's his dad or something? I don't know, man.
I guess. Yeah, they did mention that on commentary. This was the 20-year anniversary. I wish they would have brought that up a little bit in the feud. What? Logan says, I just saw someone say Brock has always brought the best out of Cena.
You can say AJ Styles. You can say CM Punk. You can say Edge. Cody Rhodes. Edge. Brock. People, one thing I hope people realize, remember how bad any type of like tougher wrestler versus Brock Lesnar is? It is ass. Him versus Roman, ass. Him versus Braun, dog shit. I don't care about him and Cena, especially old Cena. Ooh, yeah, fuck.
Oh, wonderful. Logan says the only people that have brought the best out of Cena is Styles and Punk to me. Styles, Punk, Edge.
Yeah. Styles and Punk for me. Unfortunately I didn't get to really watch those Edge matches.
Yeah.
I didn't get the chance to Edge, but those two have been great. Those two are fucking phenomenal. Sorry, I had to. But like, dog, Brock. Okay. Brock, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, people. They fucking eat up anything WWE gives them.
WWE gives them two big names. They gobble that shit up, dude. Insane.
Brock.
You couldn't get an AJ match, dude.
These two, yeah. Are we going to get that, by the way? Where is that at?
We're not getting it.
Brock. We ain't done AJ Styles and we get Brock. That's the shit I'm talking about, dude. We don't get a Fatu match. We don't get an AJ match.
A Braun match.
A Braun Breaker. Fucking Bronson Reed. Fucking...
So LA Knight.
Somebody. Yeah, the LA Knight. Are we not going to get the LA Knight match? Like, what the fuck?
What about the Austin Theory rematch?
Make it that. The LA Knight shit. I would have loved for him to do as a heel.
Oh yeah,
that's thrown out of the window.
I'd have loved him to have a heel Cena versus a face LA Knight. That would have been so hard. Come on, man.
No, Brock. The next 2 months could have been heel Cena versus babyface LA Knight for the championship in Paris, or no. Paris. Remember the last time? Remember what happened when AJ was in Paris? Cena versus AJ clash in Paris. Heel Cena, babyface AJ for the WWE Championship. And then Crown Jewel Perth. Heel Cena versus LA Knight.
That should have been fire. I would have loved that AJ match.
We could have got to San Diego. We could have done the fucking Rey Mysterio match. Cena and Rey one last time as a heel.
That'd be cool. Again, that'd be dope. And no, we're getting Brock Lesnar.
Brock. What an absolute joke. That's what I'm saying, bro. They're acting like they fucking wasted They wasted John Cena's last Money in the Bank match on a tag match with Logan fucking Paul and Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. And then they wasted a Saturday night's main event match against R-Truth.
I don't get it, dude.
Meanwhile, we don't get an LA Knight or an AJ Styles match. What the fuck are we doing? Paris would have been perfect for AJ and Cena, for AJ and Cena too.
Man, they would have went fucking nuts.
Son of a bitch, man. God. What up, New World Order?
How you doing, man?
How's it going, bro? He says the amount of matches they tossed away with John Cena this booking.
Dude.
Yes, you're
so
correct.
Many I wanted to see.
There's a lot. Now, we get Brock for probably like 2 months. God forbid they want to do a trilogy. What the fuck? Anyways, AJ and Dom were very smooth in the ring together. There's a bunch of good spots, a bunch of, you just seen AJ Styles and Dominic cooking it up. Some good sequences. We got the Eddie Guerrero chair spot where, he smacks the ring, tosses the chair to AJ. So AJ, being, the modern day Eddie Guerrero, according to Tonight, he wrapped the chair around his neck and laid down on the ground. Referee didn't know what was happening. Dominic then undid his boot, baited AJ to put him in a calf crusher. AJ put him in a calf crusher and the boot fell off. The ref was distracted. Dominic hit AJ with his boot and gave him a frog splash for the victory. And
that was it.
That was it. Another match that was very good, but the ending was a bit.
I like Dom setting up AJ, by taking off his own boot and whatnot. I don't know why he used the boot as a weapon. I don't know why it was that effective. Does he have steel-toed shoes? Because that's the case, and yeah, it worked. But like a normal-ass boot, it's not gonna knock someone out. Overall, I like the match. It was obviously the time cut match overall. They were able to get in there, do their spots. Thought it was good. I like the idea of the ending. I just don't like the boot weapon part. I think that's a little nonsensical. But overall, I wanted Dom to win. He won. And hopefully they start putting him in the ring more. Because he's great. Logan might be right. I wouldn't be shocked if they run this match back. I would be down.
I just got a little more sad. Because I would have preferred 4, but even with John Cena losing the title, who better to help him find himself than the fucking guy he won number 16 from?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, WWE. What the fuck are you doing?
They could tell him this is the whole house that he built, and he wants to help build him back up.
God damn it.
They missed out on some great shit, man. We're getting Brock instead.
What the fuck? Come on, man. It's some bullshit. Yeah, we're probably going to end up getting this again in Paris. I mean, it'll be good.
I hope they give him more time in Paris.
Hopefully.
It happened.
That would have been perfect, dude. So that was that match. The New World Order says it reminded him of the spot for Angle versus Guerrero from WrestleMania 20. That's probably what it paid homage to.
Probably.
Yeah, because isn't that the one where Kurt had the ankle lock in, but his boot came off? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. The greatest hits from. Well, they took one of the weakest hits.
they took a hit from 2012 that I think was maybe only one match long, and then we got it again in 2014, and it was
lame.
It was a squash match. It was shocking. It was a good squash match, but like, what the fuck? Yes, Logan says, honestly, if it was a greatest hits run, we would get Cena versus AJ.
Yeah.
AJ has one of Cena's greatest matches of all time. SummerSlam 2016 was one of the best fucking matches of John's career. It was one of the best matches of AJ's WWE run.
They should be running that back. Not Brock.
That probably is my favorite AJ Styles match of all time, now that I think about it.
Probably.
The Brock match was fucking awesome. The one with AJ and Brock was great. But yeah, AJ and Cena was from SummerSlam 16 was probably my favorite one. I would probably give Cena's best in-ring match to Money in the Bank 2011. But SummerSlam 2016 is number 2, no question.
Most definitely.
But what the fuck? That would have been perfect in Paris, whether it was for the title or not.
Would have been perfect.
Who better to help Cena find himself than AJ Styles, the guy who made him fucking dig down deepest
into his core.
And he still beat him. What are we doing? And then this happened. And holy shit, this was the best in-ring work that John Cena has done all year.
This fucking match was incredible, dude.
This match was fucking awesome. That's why John Cena is the fucking GOAT. And that's why we don't need to disrespect the fucking GOAT's final run. This man is 48 years old, out here wrestling a 37-minute banger. This motherfucker, bro, this put Mania to shame. This is what we should have got at WrestleMania.
It is what we should have got, man. It was fire.
And you disrespected that man's final run. After he did that, we get Brock.
This match was fire. This match was great. It was amazing, dude. Super Cena, Super Cody. And then,
dude, we were literally getting Super Cena chants. The crowd loved Super Cena coming back, bro. They loved it.
They were beasting, bro. Kick out city. I love it, man. I love it. And man, Cena, 37 minutes. He did not look gassed, even towards the end of the match. He didn't even look that gassed.
Bro, he was moving.
He was moving.
He was doing sunset flips 34 minutes into the match, bro.
Moving, man. You gotta give it to Cena, dude. Good Lord.
You can make all the arguments you want. You can make an argument for Austin. You can make an argument for Rock. You can make an argument for Roman. You can make an argument for fucking Hulk Hogan. You can make an argument for Billy fucking Graham. John Cena is the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. I'm not saying that. I mean, maybe there's a little personal bias in there. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm. He is. He truly is, man. And like Jack says, like Jack has said, this was Superman versus Homelander, and it was beautiful. It really was beautiful. Man, that was on the floor too.
Man, John Cena hit a fucking code red, a sunset flip power bomb on the floor about 34 minutes into the match. Absolutely hilarious, bro. And John is the GOAT.
Truly is the GOAT.
Before this, Stephanie McMahon came out to announce the attendance, if anybody gave a fuck. Cody comes out wearing the
Kylo Ren
mask.
There's the put together broken mask that was broken previously.
The put together broken mask that was put together and broken previously.
There you go, man. And God, that thing is so dorky, dude.
That thing is so
It's
dorky.
so dorky, dude.
I thought it was cool.
Really?
I did.
I didn't like it.
The only Cody mask I didn't like was Mania 40. That giant one.
That one was really bad. This one, it wasn't as bad as that one. I still don't fuck with the mask, dude. I think it's so corny. I mean, it fits Cody because it's so corny, but it's just so corny. But it does fit Cody because he is corny.
The only thing I like is that it actually fits his face.
It does fit his face.
Because that one at Mania 40, I mean, you could damn near see, like, all of this through those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that mask is way too damn big. It looked like he looked like he just had a giant ass head. But regardless,
or turned on big head mode in 2K.
Regardless, guys,
this match
April 1st. August 1st, I'm sorry.
April.
What the fuck am I talking about?
I was thinking, like, what happened April 1st?
August 1st. The last time was indeed now.
It was now. Last time's the first time.
The last time was now. Because that ended up being the last time John Cena would do the entrance with the towel over his head, walking to the ring with the champion wearing the title backwards.
God, I love that entrance.
That
was fire.
Is the hardest John Cena entrance ever. I know the one night stand one is there, but the towel over his head is just so sick. That is the greatest John Cena entrance ever. I love the heel John Cena entrance production. That was sick. And we need to take a moment to appreciate the 5 months that we had that entrance, because I'm a little salty we're not going to be able to see that entrance in person. I also really wanted to chant John Cena sucks in the theme song, so fuck you, Triple H, but damn, that was hard.
So hard, dude. And, you know, people want to shit all they want about the John Cena heel run. I liked it.
I loved it.
Overall, I really liked it. And that entrance, dude, that is a fucking entrance of a star, man. That just encapsulates how great Cena is. Even his tail end, he's doing a heel run, still has the hardest entrance in the game, dude. Truly.
The GOAT.
Truly. Throughout his whole career, that is my favorite set of entrances, dude.
God.
Incredible, dude.
Ooh, that was so tough, bro. That was so tough.
From the start of it to even the announcer, the never seen 17 for the final time, the last real champion. Fucking top tier, dude. Truly was.
It was great. The heel run actually proves to me,
fans don't know,
that he genuinely is the greatest of all time, because even with what he was given, the two guys that were supposed to be there and they were going to create a little Hollywood group, everything everybody was thinking, those two withered away. And this man still made fucking gold. Minus, again, everybody likes to bring up, well, the R-Truth stuff was bad. Oh, he teamed with Logan Paul. Minus those two things, the run was awesome.
The run was great, dude. I don't know what people are tripping about. I loved it. And that entrance, man, that's a fucking entrance of a star, dude. He is the GOAT for a reason. God, I'm gonna miss it, dude. I'm gonna miss it so fucking much.
I'm gonna like, fucking miss it, man. And we're saying it now because this is genuinely how we feel. Everybody wants to act like they hate the shit now. I cannot wait until a year or two go by and everybody starts making tweets. Man, we really should have appreciated the heel run while it was here. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I fucking did. I fucking liked it. And same thing with those tweets. They're gonna make tweets. Man, that heel entrance. You could say what you want about the run, but that entrance was cool and it was great. And we're saying that shit right now, motherfucker. That shit was phenomenal.
Yep. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, bro. So, mad respect to the GOAT. Hardest entrance in the game. An amazing heel run. And I guess it actually is over. And it wasn't a fake out. He just dead ass snapped out of it, I guess.
He dead ass snapped out of it, denounced all the shit, and fucking he's super good guy now.
For Brock.
Not for Cody. Not for the future of anybody in this business.
Dude, could you imagine if he would have just stayed heel? And then at the end of this match, we got the ending that we got.
It would have been at least better.
It would have been better. And then in searching for his soul, he fucking wrestles AJ Styles. God!
AJ gives him his soul back. And as he's trying to grasp onto that title, so he's remembered, Gunther fucking rips it away in his final match. You had gold in your hands, man. Gold in your... That's why I also would have probably saved the Punk match. I would have had AJ and Punk be the ones to kind of back-to-back give him his soul back. And then
who he is.
And then right as his last memory, right as he knows who he is, he gets the title ripped from him on his last day.
Fuck, son of a bitch, dude.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Brock.
For Brock. Come on, man. Come on, you could at least show Gunther out there or something.
So John Cena comes out. They teased us a little bit. They had the just John Cena on the Trons, and then he had John Cena on the Trons, and then the whole
Colors.
New York Giants Trons came up and all that good stuff. It was a great run. It was great while it lasted.
Although, if it is Bulls themes, we'll get to see big, like, Bulls themed John Cena Trons, which could be cool.
That could be very cool.
For the love of God, you better not be Bears themed. But,
I see your comments, Jack. Gunther is out with a nose injury. Typically, those are quick.
Those are quick. If at worst, he'll wear one of those little nose masks, and he'll be good. He'll be fine.
Yeah. So I
don't stress about something like that. If it was like a limb, I'd be like, oh shit, fucking nose. He'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Typically, people with nose issues are back within 2 months. I mean, typically people, again, if they really needed them back, people wrestle. You can do contact sports with one of those masks on. It's really,
people box with fucking broken noses. You'll be fine. That's not an injury that actually is like dangerous in the long term.
Yeah. So I think, well, again, he'll be back by the end of the year to be Cena's final opponent.
And even if he does go away, imagine Gunther's just gone. No one gets a trace of him. Cena gets his soul back. Right as he gets his soul back, Gunther comes in to crush it. Come on, God damn it.
Motherfuckers, dude.
They had gold. They had fucking diamonds. Gold. And they threw it all away.
And they turned it into dynamite.
They turned it into fucking dust. And Brock Lesnar dusted that fucking guy off and did this.
The match starts off with a hug of respect. I swear I thought in this moment John was just going to do the face and then he was going to just go back to being a heel. But he didn't.
No.
He did not. He was thrown into after this, these two start slugging it out. These two quickly go to the outside. They start throwing each other into the ring steps. They get the steel steps inside of the ring. Cody body slams John Cena on the steps. And Cena, after Cena regains a little bit of offense, he picks up said steel steps and throws them onto Cody Rhodes on the outside. I always love how much Cena tries to sell to the audience that those steel steps weigh like 500 fucking pounds.
That man was struggling to pick that thing up, and that thing is pure hollow aluminum.
Yes, I could probably pick one of those up with my pinky.
Dude, they're the lightest thing in the world.
So, he throws the steps onto Cody. Cody then set up a chair in the corner of the ring, which he was then thrown into by John Cena. Afterwards, Cena would hit the shoulder tackles and the 5-knuckle shuffle. He would go for the AA, but then Cody would start doing his comeback. He would, his punches and the Dusty Rhodes elbow. He would then hit Cena with a Cody cutter. And he would hit Cena with a super Cody cutter after that for a near fall. Cody Rhodes would then hit John Cena. Who thought he would take this in his final year? He hits John Cena with a pile driver. Cody then feels bad about this. He feels bad because he's
fucking him up.
He's fucking him up. Oh wow. Jack says Cena was apparently dissing Scott, I'm assuming you mean Travis Scott, and the heel run at a Comic-Con he was at recently.
Man, that sucks.
That's just how goated John Cena was. He didn't even like the heel run and it was goated.
And it was still that good. Come on, bro.
So Cena takes a pile driver, and Cody feels bad. Like I said, he's whooping his ass. He goes to pick Cena up. Cena's playing dead. at this point, and he goes to get Cena up, and Cena was playing possum and hit Cody Rhodes with a quick AA, but that was all he had in the tank because they both go down. When they get up, they start doing the ooh-a punch-off, back and forth. Cody Rhodes then pushes John Cena back into the ropes and hits him with a pop-up sit-out powerbomb for a near fall. It was great. And when Cena kicked out, he rolled back, grabbed Cody's foot, rolled him over, and put him in what Michael Cole called the STFU.
Classic. I like how they randomly just change the name of that whenever they feel like it. It's great.
Literally. So, Cody then starts undoing the rope. He starts undoing the bottom rope. And and then these two fight on the outside for a little bit. These two fight on the outside. He throws John Cena into the timekeeper's area. And Cena responds back with hitting Cody right on the head with a microphone. As Cody is staggered on the outside, Cena walks up to him and hits a sunset flip powerbomb, a code red, on the outside.
Wild.
Cena gets up and starts smiling because I think even he
was shocked.
Was shocked himself that he that he was able to pull that off this deep into a match. So he then swipes everything off the announce table and gets Cody Rhodes on the announce table and hits Rhodes with an attitude adjustment standing on one announce table, and he AAs Cody Rhodes all the way onto the announce table next to him, the Spanish announce table. And Cena would get Cody back into the ring for a near fall after that spot. Cody would then regain offense by pushing John Cena into the corner, and as Cena backed up, he hit him with a crossroads. Cody would then go to get Cena on the top rope for a superplex. Cena would push Cody off of the top and hit him with his diving leg drop. Have not seen him do that in a while. He would get him up for an attitude adjustment, but Cody Rhodes would kick out in what was another great near fall. Cena would go outside and grab a table, and he was going to snap Cody Rhodes through the Slim Jim table. And Cody just took his hand and flipped the table over, and then he was able to get out of the attitude adjustment and hit John with a DDT. These two would fight into the crowd, where Cody would get hit with a guardrail. He would get hit with a guardrail. Cena would set the guardrail up in like a leaning position and end up getting suplexed by Cody on the guardrail. This is 48-year-old John Cena, by the way.
Insane.
These two would then fight under the ramp, and they would come up through the Cody Vader. They would come up through the Cody Vader with John Cena holding Cody Rhodes in a fireman's carry attitude adjustment position. He would then give him an AA on the stage.
Brutal sound.
Yeah, that was a thud if I ever heard one.
Mm-hmm.
So he would hit him with an attitude adjustment on the stage. He would then get him in attitude adjustment position again and carry him down the ramp, wasting all of his stamina, if we were playing 2K. And yes. Okay, so yes. Cena then Cena gets him into the ring. Sorry. He goes to throw Cody into the announce table. Into the table that was set up in the corner of the ring. He gets Cody up, but as soon as he gets Cody up to throw him into it, Cody had it scouted and just threw John Cena into the table. Just crashed him right through the table and hit him with a crossroads for a near fall. We then get Cody grabbing the rod from the rope, the strut. He runs at John Cena and hits him with the steel rod twice. He hits him with it twice, and he goes to hit him with it a third time. And John Cena has him scouted, hits a drop toe hold on Cody for an STF, tying the rope around his neck. I thought this may have been the part here where we might have seen Cody tap, which was going to shock me, but
yeah,
just because I'm like, oh man,
he's going to start choking him.
How the hell? Yeah, I mean, so Cody gets his arm through the rope, and he counters it by getting John Cena in a headlock with the rope tied around his head. It did not look very
dangerous.
It did not look dangerous whatsoever.
No.
We then get both of these guys back to their feet. John Cena goes to go for the AA, and Cody Rhodes hits Cena with 3 crossroads. This was another part where I thought, oh God, this is going to be over. Cena kicks out.
Goat.
Cena kicks out, and Cody at this point goes on the outside and grabs the championship. He grabs the championship and he looks at Cena, and he doesn't quite know what to do. But I think Cody had it made up in his mind that he was going to hit John with the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to hit him with the belt, and it looks like some of the members of the audience were telling John Cena that Cody had the belt behind him because Cena was like talking to the audience. So he had Cody scouted. He dodged it. He dodged the belt shot. He hit Cody Rhodes with 2 AAs, picks up the belt himself, and then he goes like this, throws the belt out, gets Cody up top for a super attitude adjustment, and Cody Rhodes kicks out. Cena then goes for another super attitude adjustment off the top, but this time it was going to be through a table. Cody elbows Cena in the jaw and hits John with a Cody cutter through the table. And at this point, Cena, as he was getting back to his feet, was staggered on the middle rope. And Cody Rhodes salutes the GOAT. He hits John Cena with a crossroads.
That was it.
And number 17 is over.
They did go with the safest ending, man. But that match was fucking incredible, man. It really was.
That is absolutely a match of the year candidate.
Oh, yeah, man. I think
that was so good.
It's going to be tough, man.
Honestly, from WWE,
I would say match of the year.
This was probably the best match I've seen from WWE this year.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, there might be some I'm forgetting. There was the Punk Roman and Rollins triple threat.
That was really good.
This one was so fucking good.
It was
John Cena, at 48 years old, stole the show.
He did.
For his last ever SummerSlam. Or as Peter Rosenberg says, his last ever Summerland. This was awesome. John is the GOAT. I can't say it enough. John is the fucking GOAT. And the match was amazing. However, yes, Sir K is right. They did go with the
safest possible option, man.
The absolute safest option. However, they did not go with the option of Cena reverting back to a heel. I will say at least they kept that.
I would have, yeah.
At least they didn't do the whole, like, I was faking.
I was just faking, ha ha ha. I'm actually glad they stayed on that. And I'm not that mad with it. I'm not excited for what it's going to bring with television, man, but it could be worse. And I like how Cody didn't, he did not try to hit him with a title. And I think that's what matters most to me. He was willing enough to go for it, and I think for the progression of his character, that's what he at least needed to do.
Yeah, for sure. Even though Cena did dodge it, he was all but ready to clock him in the head with the championship.
I think character-wise, that was all. That was the at least thing I needed.
Yeah, you know, it just to me just is it just feels like, you know, for the longest time, it was like the only person that would come close to, or that would come close to that world title was Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in a stage where the only person that comes close to the title is Cody. It just feels like Triple H like hangs on to these fucking forever champions.
Hangs on to them because he knows they're safe, and it is annoying. I would have preferred overall Cena to retain as a babyface. I think that would really just show it to Cody and make Cody's brain just go haywire. But I'm not that mad with this ending compared to what happened afterwards.
Yes, this is true. This is true. So yeah, man. Like I said, I would have preferred a John Cena retain, but like I said, man, it just gets a bit annoying considering, you know, a lot of these people that Triple H,
It's back on Seth and it's back on Cody.
it just, he always goes with like the safe or option, or like the people that have like, you know, had the title recently or something like that. It's just like, I want to see the title on like people that either have never held a world title or people that have
overdue.
It's been a really long time, like Drew. You know what I mean? Like Drew, like LA Knight, guys like that. It just seems like, okay, we're going right back to Cody. It's like, okay, Cody's not the only guy that's capable of holding the fucking world championship. So, yeah. And I mean, you know, you can say the same thing with Gunther. Gunther's never won the WWE title, and yes, Gunther is somebody who just held a world title, but the story that they could have had with Cena wanting to hold the championship so the fans don't forget about him, and Gunther being the guy to take that from him, is so perfect.
And he only needed to hold it till Mania for Sammy. That's all you needed, man. That's all you needed.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, it is rather rather safe. I mean,
yeah.
What do you fucking know? Yeah, Triple H being safe. No fucking way. Triple H being safe, but after the match, John Cena does not. He tells Cody Rhodes, "Don't touch it." Because Cody Rhodes, he's got the title on the floor right in front of him. Cena walks up, he grabs the title, he looks at it, he hands it to Cody Rhodes, and those two hug. As of course, you guessed it, Cody Rhodes started crying. And yeah, no way, right? And Cody Rhodes is crying, and him and Cena hug, they embrace. John is he's standing in the ring getting his final ovation for the night. And Cody Rhodes walks away and salutes him. And just when you thought the night was over, which, again, you could have, again, it's a safe option, but even that, we still could have got our AJ match, because you still could have played into Cena wanting to find himself now that he doesn't have the title anymore.
Exactly. He's lost, and I guess he's going to find Brock Lesnar.
And just when Cody walks away, Cena is getting his final ovation. He's waving out into the audience. Nobody knew what was going to happen. I'll tell you what I for sure didn't think was going to happen. The music for Brock Lesnar rings throughout the PA as Brock Lesnar comes down to the ring, circles the ring. Michael Cole did throw in, a lot of people didn't catch it because a lot of people were very upset. Michael Cole threw in a holy shit.
I think I did hear that in the chaos of my mind.
I was pissed.
I was furious.
Sir K was burying his head in his fucking hands. Our other buddy was slobbering. Everybody was just dumbfounded. Everybody we were watching with was dumbfounded. I don't even remember how I was. I just remember I kept saying, "What the fuck?"
We're not a heavy man.
Brock Lesnar. He comes down into a arena that was in awe, shocked. He comes down, circles the ring, runs in the ring, he takes off his hat, and he takes off his vest, and he runs into the ring, and he gives John Cena an F5, lays Cena out, he grabs his hat and his vest, and he walks off. And John Cena stands up for another ovation.
It's just Brock. Fucking Brock. Like I said throughout this whole review, I would have had so many other scenarios. Brock was never one of them, and he shouldn't be.
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. That is
That's something.
This is not what I envisioned for the farewell tour. This just seems like this is just gonna take up 2 months of worth of pay-per-views. Paris and Perth, Crown Jewel. And I think that we're down to 4 months. WWE's acting like we have 14 months left. There are a lot of things that I would like to see more than this. Again, I just threw out 2 names in AJ Styles and LA Knight that we will probably not get because we have a Brock Lesnar feud and somebody coming back to the company who a lot of people don't even want to see. Whether it's for the reasons of him just being boring in his new age or in this new era of Brock Lesnar, whatever that may be. Or maybe you don't like him because he asked for some rather odd videos.
Yeah, whether it's criminal or it's just creative, man. Not many people wanted this guy. Not many people wanted him.
And what pisses me off even more is your audience is chanting at you, "We want Cross." And in a moment of absolute tone deafness, you chant, "What are you saying? You want Brock? You got him." Way to make an absolute ass of yourself. What
the hell, man? What the hell?
Disrespectful.
Pure disrespectful. Pure.
However, if you take that out of the equation, I could say this. John Cena's last SummerSlam was a hell of a lot better than his last WrestleMania was.
I'll give him that, man. I'll give him that. The match is what Mania should have been. The match was amazing. So far, WWE's match of the year, per I say. And the match was beautiful. And the moment with Cody, as much as I would have preferred something different, I'll still take it.
Yeah, for sure. So, Brock is back. He's probably going to be facing John Cena, like I said, for the next 2 pay-per-views minimum. Again, I wouldn't even personally rule out some sort of Paul Heyman connection for Brock's help for War Games against a team of baby faces.
Good Lord.
And this is what we got. But, I thought the show was good, man. I liked Night 2 a lot more than Night 1, and I certainly learned to appreciate that ending to Night 1 a hell of a lot more than I appreciated the ending to Night 2.
Most definitely.
And how awesome. John Cena.
GOAT.
Stole the fucking show at 48 years old.
Truly is the GOAT, man.
Had the match of the fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And an absolute banger against Cody Rhodes. And I'm so glad they had this match because I would have hated if the only Cena and Rhodes match was that one for Mania.
Exactly.
Because that sucked. But this here was fucking incredible. I loved it. And he had a great last SummerSlam. What they got going on with Brock, to me, is an absolute display of just them being tone deaf.
Oh, very tone deaf.
So that's that. That's that, man. And yeah, that is everything. That is everything we got for SummerSlam 2025. Yeah, like I said, personally, man, I thought there was a lot of bullshit on the show, but there was a lot that I did like on the show. Overall, I would probably maybe give it like a 5.5 or a 6, which just tips it over the edge of being good rather than bad. But they could have done a lot better, in my opinion. But yeah, that was that, man. That was it.
Most definitely. I'd probably give it a 5, generous 5.5. And yeah, Ned had probably the best match of this company's year. And, it has that for it, man. It does.
Yes. So, yeah, that is going to do it, man. Thank you guys so very much for an amazing weekend here at NHP for both of the SummerSlam reviews. Friday's news did very well, so thank you guys for that, man. I really appreciate you guys there, as always. But yeah, like I said, man, that is going to do it for everything we got here today for this edition of your SummerSlam Night 2 Sunday post-show review, man. And thank you guys so very much for joining us. Thank you to everybody who came out. My man, Jackman, Hunter, Logan, NWO, and, of course, Mr. Walk 'em down and cut they shiz off, Gotti. Thank you guys so very much for joining us here today. And my guys, JT and JB on the Replay Mafia. Thank you guys as always. And with that, it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K.
And that will do it for this edition of your SummerSlam 2025 Night 2 Sunday post-show review. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all in less than 48 hours with NHP Unscripted.
Peace.